I said, ain't that the truth, Owen? How are you? Thank you for telling me that you couldn't hear me. What's going on with you, love? That is the perfect thing. Thank God you give him all the praise. You give him all the praise. Because without him, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Without him, you wouldn't be able to do anything. I, I don't even know. I I cook. I cooked last year. I made a vlog. No, I was live last year. Um, about cooking and things like that. But I'm not even in the mood. Um, but I didn't even cook for Juneteenth. So, are you barbecuing on a grill or anything like that? Same here, Owen. Thank you. I thank you. You about to leave? Oh. What's up, everybody that came into the room? Say hey. Don't just come in here and gatekeep. Say hey, how you doing? It's 5 people in here. Let's come on in this room. What's up, Bowden? How are you? You say you're watching fireworks? That's pretty cool. Hey, Twain. Hey. Got 21 people in one like. If everybody could just double tap that screen, show my room some love. Maybe subscribe, become a new family member. That'll be great. Last time I was on live, they was trying to push my live to 50 likes. So I don't know. I don't know what the goal is tonight. Thank you, Owen. What are y'all doing? Are y'all cooking or y'all, you say you watching fireworks? Did y'all buy fireworks? I was sitting here watching something on YouTube about this girl. I think I'm gonna post it or whatever, but there was this girl up here who did a post about being, she act like she said she did not know that she was a side chick, but I believe she said she knew at the long run and she just kept on with it. You say you're sitting on your couch, Bowden, chilling. My perfume, I like Gucci Flowers. I like Baccarat. But I was up here and I was looking at this YouTube post. I guess it was a short or whatever. She was describing being a side chick to this girl. At first, she did not know that she was a side chick. And then when she found out, because I guess somehow the female had gotten in contact with her and told her that she had like 6 other girls she had a contact and stuff like that. But she was pretty much proclaiming this guy as being the one. He would always answer his calls, always just show her attention, and just, she thought she was the only one involved with this soul situation. But no, somehow she said she took some nasty pictures, and somehow his significant other found out that he had a significant other. I have to be at my papa's house at 3 o'clock a.m. Well, I think you should get some sleep right now, Owen. Um, and she said she took some nasty pictures. Um, and the girl found them in his phone, said that she's not the only one. She has her and 6 other girls she has to go and confront. And the guy was like, immediately say, don't talk to her, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you know, this is some crazy stuff. This is like some females, you know, get too invested into men, especially these black educated, self-motivated females. They let their guard down instead of doing their research and all this type of stuff about who they involving themselves into. They go head on and involve themselves into a poop butt ass nigga. Have a good night. A poop butt ass nigga who don't mean them no good in the long run. But she still decides to want to stick by this dude because she said, maybe they going through some issues. Maybe they gonna break up. Maybe she's gonna be the one, thinking that she's gonna be that one. And I wanted to comment because ain't that much good D or good cooch in the world to make somebody stay. If he gonna be there, he gonna be there regardless, wholeheartedly. So I just was took it back by this post because it was funny. Anyway, make a long story short, she said that she received the anonymous message from Facebook Messenger saying that homeboy just got married and he was having a wedding reception. She didn't know that he was about to get married or whatever. All she knows is that he had a baby mama, and that was it. She thought that he was, you know, done with his baby moms or whatever. But girl, you got a pool today. That's what's up. That is what's up. I wish I could get me a pool. Well, my yard is so small. But getting back to what I was saying, you think a guy is going to actually stop messing with his baby moms? Any guy. Any guy is not, like, if all 3 of y'all got that understanding, cool. Y'all are very transparent, cool. But do you think a guy, if you let him fly with a lot of stuff, you think that guy is going to stop messing with his baby moms? Sweet! What's up, Sweet? How you doing? Here you go with that backflip mess again. What's up, Samantha Miller? Samantha Miller. But like I was saying, do y'all guys actually think a guy's gonna stop dealing with his baby mom sexually? I'm talking about this YouTube short that I seen about this girl. She was describing how she was going to crash her boyfriend wedding reception. And it's like, you didn't see any red flags. You didn't see any warning signs. You didn't see anything like that. And she said, in the short, that there was nothing leading to her feeling like she was being cheated on. He was treating her like gold. He was whining and dining her. Anytime she would call him, he would answer the phone and stuff like that. He was just being so attentive. You found out today that COVID was made in a lab scientifically by grinding and mixing what? Okay. Sweet. You a pretty cool dude. I don't want to sit you in the corner tonight. I really don't. But you keep on with the shits. I'm going to sit you in the corner and let you be in a timeout. I'm just warning you. Now, I hate to sound like I'm your mama, but I'm not putting up with it. Anybody else is up here that want to be in here cutting up like they 2 years old, I'm going to sit your little ass in that corner. For real. You're not too young for me to be your mom. I got a 24-year-old daughter. I got a 24-year-old daughter. But like I was saying, that short just it just took me for a loop. Like, what do y'all feel about that stuff? I mean, the stuff that I was talking about with that girl, like, is it like poof to you, or did that ever happen to you where you was in a relationship with somebody and you thought that they were monogamous and they happened to not be monogamous? Did you stay with the person? Did you leave the person? How did it play out? Are y'all able? Do y'all want to talk about it? Because this girl, she stayed with this guy until the point where she indirectly found out he was getting married. And then I guess she was still kicking it with him platonically. And then she received an anonymous message on Facebook stating that he was getting married to his baby moms. Yes, sweep. I got a 24-year-old daughter and a 21-year-old son. I just think it's messed up because, first of all, the guy, even though he was showing her that he was interested, he really wasn't interested. He was playing her emotions. He was stealing her feelings. You can't allow anybody to waste their time stealing your energy. We all carry energy. We all carry our auras. And if we invite somebody into our space, into our lives, into our being, they connect. There you go, Samantha. There you go. He should have said something. But she kept finding out different things. First it was his baby mom confronting her over, I guess, a phone call, because she sent those nasty pictures to him because she thought that it was just exclusive, like it was just him and her. And then that should have been a hang up. And then secondly, the fact that she said that she got to confront her and 6 other girls, that should have been number 2. Saying, hey, yo, You a dog. And then he texted her on the back end talking about, yo, don't say nothing to her while she was on literally on the phone with his baby moms. Yo, that's jacked up. Like, he's sitting there while she on the phone with this dude, with this girl. Like, how trifling is that? No, you can't. People start getting crazy. That's when knives, guns, people start playing with people's food, start walking around beating up people's cars and stuff like that. You can't be doing stuff like that. You are so absolutely right, Samantha. But some people think that they can get away with it for years and nobody won't say nothing, nobody won't do nothing. This person becomes a part of their family life. And this man is literally like living two lives. He's a part of that side piece. I mean, do you even call that person a side piece, even if that person thinks that they're the only one? What if that girl would have accepted? Yeah, it is disgusting. And then that girl that just got married, what you need help with, Bob? And you better not be with no shits, because I like sending people in the corner. Better not be with no shits. So it got to be a genuine request for help. I can pray for you. I can probably give you some advice. I can probably give you some directions. I can't give you recipes because I don't even know if I could cook right. Yes, I know Bob is up to no good. That's why I said he better not be with the shits tonight, because I like sitting people in the corner. Point, simple, and blank. I can't. You say you could tell he from the streets? Bob. Okay, Bob. So tell me, what is... Hey, what's up, Auntie K? What's up? You're not okay, Bob? Well, we're here to make you smile and have a good time. How about that? I'm doing good, Auntie K. We just maxing and relaxing. I had a scenario going, but I just, maybe I could get your reaction. I saw a not Facebook post, a YouTube short with a girl describing how she was indirectly a side piece and how she received, I don't know, you probably seen the short. She received a Facebook Messenger message from an anonymous person stating where her supposedly significant other was supposed to be getting married to his baby moms. Samantha, you gotta go eat. Well, enjoy. I'll see you. I'm not going nowhere, so if you want to get back on, come on. Not going nowhere. Yes, Auntie K. And I just want to weigh your options on it so we can go ahead. What's up, Emmy? Hey, what's up, baby? What's up, boo? You didn't see it? I wish I can just add it up here. But yeah, the girl, she thought she was with a guy for like 2 years. And she did a Facebook short. A YouTube short stating how she was in a relationship for 2 years. Everything was going good. She did not receive any inkling that this dude had a baby, that he was still seeing his baby moms or anything like that. He, was showing intent with her. He was picking up the phone for her, taking her out, whining, dining. They was going on trips and everything. Made her feel like she was the only one. And then turn around, she started sending him like nasty pictures. Like, she don't have any kids with this guy. She don't. But she starts sending him like nasty pictures. I don't know if you have ever done that in a relationship. Showing your husband or your boyfriend, that little kinky side. Or, just trying to spice up the relationship. She did that. And then she received a phone call from his baby moms saying that they together, they got a kid together. That's just not only that his fiance, his baby mom's, that's his fiance, and he's been not only messing with her. No nasty pics. Don't tell me you ain't never seen your husband no nasty pics. And anyway, I was on train of thought. Anyway, she said not only is he the baby mom's, she's the fiance and they about to get married. Um and she got to confront her and 6 other girls. And while the baby moms was fussing at the girl, and you said never, um, he was texting her talking about don't say nothing, don't say nothing, and she was like, oh, so this dude sitting up there playing in my face. So I guess they was playing it cool for a good minute. I want to say good while. She was just strictly trying to be a friend to him. So she receives a message saying, I mean, she's still considering this guy her boyfriend because he didn't really explain himself or try to break it off for her, but she was just like, hey, you hurt me, that type of thing. She received an anonymous text message from Facebook saying that he's about have a wedding reception. He just got married. So she was up on YouTube getting ready to go crash this wedding reception. Like, why? Just let it be. But I guess she's a woman scorned. But I feel like you knew about this. You knew about this. You knew all the steps about this. Why go crash this wedding reception? This wedding's not going to last. This marriage is not going to last. Because he's still going to think that he can go out and run out and play the field. Why go crash this wedding reception and make yourself look stupid, for number one? For number two, possibly go to jail. For number three, I don't even know what to say about the third one. But it's just crazy. Like, would you do it? How would you handle it? I mean, yeah, she is hurt. That part. I don't want to be with nobody who don't want to be with me. That's a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of space, a waste of acknowledgement. You put so much energy inside this person, and this person is telling you, I moved on. Yeah, he betrayed her, but she felt like, if it's she had like 2 answers. I'm gonna go there and crash it, and then she's like, I'm not gonna go in. If it's actually going down, then I'm gonna just leave. She's at that point when she was making a video, she was undecisive. He's very much deceitful. If he could lie about that, and the baby mama said, oh, I gotta go confront you and 6 other girls, what else is he lying about? This reminds me back where you seen the that Tyler Perry movie with Janet Jackson in it, and she was confronting that guy, talking about some so you having men bend you over, and then the man was like, how you know I'm not I'm not doing the bending. That's all you could do. Pick up the pieces and move on. She was a pretty girl. I'm pretty sure it's not hard to move on to another guy. But some girls, it's hard. It's hard for you to mend your heart after you gave it to somebody. You start trusting that person. You know, you gave your all to that person. That person thought was giving, their heart in return. And they played with their time. There you go. There you go. You gotta love yourself more. Then you gotta love that relationship, but you gotta love yourself more. Be a little bit selfish, because even though that some people like, oh, I give 100% into my relationship. You cannot give literally 100% in a relationship, because you gotta have that 10% for you. And that 10% is 100% of self-respect, self-dignity. You got to be able to want to care for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing left. If you cheat, you might as well go. Ain't nothing there. You found what you wanted to find. Ain't nothing left in me that you won't. You know what I mean? Obviously, you found whatever it is out there on the road or in wherever. You want to call that home. You know what I mean? And how would you be able to pick up the pieces? How would you be able to trust that person? You wouldn't be able to trust that person. Yeah, especially if they're married. I mean, it's a big thing. I'm not even going to say there's a lot of people who are married and they turned a blind eye to infidelity. Whether they cheated or their spouse cheated, they turned a blind eye because their love. There you go. There you go. Turn a blind eye. And you keep turning a blind eye, you're going to end up not knowing something about yourself or about others, and you end up somewhere where you don't want to be. You say you had a friends whose hubby was cheating. And what did they do? They left. Oh, she refused to let him go. Well, I mean, is he still cheating? Some girls, they be like, as long as he bring the check home, I don't care what he do out there in the streets. Or I give him a pass. Pass? A hall pass? What? Oh. And that was just as stupid. How you gonna lie and say, oh, that's my brother? Wouldn't your wife know all your family members? Make it make sense. Oh my God. That's crazy. I don't understand it, Miss K. I don't understand it at all. Why would you want to keep lying to the person that you supposedly love just to do what you want to do? Just get out of the relationship. Just get a divorce. Because people want to have their ice cream and eat it too. They want to be able to still have you and still go out and do whatever and fulfill their personal needs. She said she didn't want him to leave and let him cheat, thinking that he'll get over it. Is Kay? Well, you, that person, your friend, must don't have very much of high self-esteem, because you got to put yourself first. You really got to put yourself first. And a lot of people don't do that. When you put yourself first, all that stuff will not matter. You got to put yourself first. I mean, you got to put on your big girl panties, and whatever does not fit you, it won't fit you. What? So she killed herself? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I bet you that mess is eating him up. For real. Oh, she was so stressed out. You see? Eating that, staying with that person and letting all that stress just attack you, attack you, attack you, and attack you. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I refuse. I refuse. You got to do what makes you happy. You say you stopped communicating with him years ago, as you should. As you should. His ass should have been in jail for murder. And I bet you he was sitting up there at her funeral, boo-hoo crying, like, like, like he lost his puppy or something. I I hope she does too. It was a live YouTube short. Uh, it was a live YouTube short, so it was an actual person. I hope she gets the strength to stand on her own 2 feet and know her worth, because she was a beautiful woman. And even if she wanted to step out and just focus on herself for a while and heal, she could have done that. She still can do that. But she is able to probably leave from out of this asshole of a relationship and move into another relationship if she's willing to move that fast. But I would suggest anybody who's been through drama and turmoil in a relationship, they take time to figure out how things are supposed to go in their next relationship if they wanted one. Or to work on themselves, because just like you lose a parent, just like you lose a pet, just like you lose a job, all that is turmoil. All that's turmoil. That is PTSD. You gotta work on yourself before you even try to build up with another person. I don't recommend nobody getting in nobody else's relationships. But some people move Move quite swiftly. You said, oh, he was tore up. Oh, there he was. His old trifling ass. Excuse my language. Trifling. If I was that lady family, they probably knew what was going on. I wouldn't even allow him to step foot in that funeral home. Yes. Nobody else is gonna know. We gotta know. We gotta put, like I said, 100%, I wanna say 90%. It's everything else that you put forth in, whether it's being a mom, a wife, a homemaker, that job. You put 90% in everything that you do. You gotta have that 10% for yourself. Hey, how you doing? How do you say your name? Antonella? Antonella Queen. Hi, how are you? You gotta have that 10% for yourself. You gotta, your self-esteem is worth, it's worth more than gold. Self-esteem. Your mental health. As women, I believe our mental health suffers more than men's mental health. We have so much on our shoulders, whether we have kids or not. We are the most stable creatures. We're not the most stable creatures because I want to say we are the decision makers of the world. A man will always go back to a woman for a decision made for a decision. They're not going to make a decision without calling their wife or calling their mama or calling somebody that they feel that, I mean, that's a female that they feel that they can get a sound decision from. You're right. You're right. Thank God. And that's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to get to know that person before you even tie that yoke with that person. You gotta know who you're dealing with before you even develop soul ties. Before you even kiss that person. I think a spiritual bond happens way before you even have sex with that person. It comes with eye contact, kissing, um, hand contact. Like when you hold that person's hand, you are exchanging energy with that person. You said we don't have kids, so it's he and I. He spoils you rotten. You are blessed, mama. You are, and that's so good. People should be able to understand. Like when you get in a relationship, that person should not know you in and out, but every day should be a surprise. And it should be receptive on one another. Like that man should still be getting to know you. He should know you, but he should be getting to know you. So every day should not be a boring day. Oh, I already know that about you. Yeah. When you get 50, you want to say, yeah, I want to know that about you. But later on that day, you were like, I didn't know you like that. After all the years that I know you, I did not know you like pears. Hmm. You know, he should be able to be intrigued about everything, or she should be able to be intrigued about what he has to offer. Like, that makes me happy when my husband knows something very, very small about me that I don't tell nobody. That makes me happy because it's a secret that me and him only knows. That's about me. That means that yes, that means the smallest thing he's in tune with. He's like, he's in tune with your heartbeat. That's how bad it is. When I had my kids, I was afraid. Well, my I was a young mom and I was scared, and my mom, she helped me a lot. But my husband, then he was my baby father, my boyfriend. I didn't expect him to clean me. I didn't expect him to know how to, handle me and my stitches and, blood. And I thought he was going to be squeamish, but he wasn't with both of our kids. When I got ill, you know, when I got hit by a car and my leg was banged up. When he was ill and he just curled up in my arms like he was a baby. When I lost my mom, he was there. It's like he for years he made sure I did not have to work. Yeah, he is. He is. And I prayed to God. At first, I didn't think that we were going to be married. I thought that, I was going to be a statistic, as far as like being a baby mom, stuff like that. I didn't know that he saw favor in me, a future in me, to carry on and to be forth his wife. Yeah, I got hit 2015. I got hit by a car and I didn't know I was pregnant, and I ended up losing my baby. That was my third child. And I got hit by a car. I was getting off of a bus and I was crossing the street properly, like in a crosswalk and stuff like that. And this is when I did not have a car. And this lady comes spewing out of a parking lot and made a right and did not care where I guess she felt like I was a big black speed bump and just kept going. And she plummeted me right into the intersection. And I hurt my leg. And I did not know I was carrying. And I wound up finding out that I was 12 weeks pregnant. And I lost the baby because the impact that I had. Yeah. I tried to sue her, but she was lawyered up. She was a captain's wife. I live in a naval town. And there's so many captains, sergeants, seamen, stuff like that, where they live around. So she was lawyered up and she won the case. All I got was an apology. So, Yeah, I didn't win, but I did get my bills taken care of. Yeah, they let because they said that she wasn't paying attention, but um the light turned red and I was in the wrong. It's like if the light turned red and I was in the middle of the crosswalk and you could physically see me, that means you have to move with caution until the person gets out the crosswalk. She just kept it going. So they was looking at like, well, the light turned green. Why was you still in the crosswalk? That type of thing. You're right about that, Miss K. Yeah, they let her get away with it. My husband is the captain of the U.S. such and such. Da, 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 da. Yeah. And at the time, my oldest was like 15, and my son, my youngest, he was like maybe 10. And so I would have been starting all over with a brand new baby. Yeah, you're right. Pedestrians do have the right of way. Whether it's a red light, green light, yellow light. Yeah. Well, thank you. That was many moons ago. I took you in a part of my back in the day story. Sorry. Took you in the back of the day story. It is 9:39. I've been talking. Am I having problems? I have a little bit of sciatica from it. A little nerve damage. It hurts me from time to time down my legs. Um, I don't want to say fully because, like I said, I got sciatica. I can walk fine, but I was in a cast for like 2 to 3 weeks, like a soft form cast. Yeah. I was banged up pretty good. And that was back in like 2015, 2000, around that way. It's 2025, baby. 10 years ago. Thank God. Yeah. I thank God for him every day. As we should as wives. We're supposed to be submissive to our husbands. Not stupid, but submissive. You know? hmm Are you cooking for 4th of July? You're hard headed. Why? Why you hard headed, Miss K? Yeah. Shoot. I don't know what these men think about that because they still come to us for everything. Talking about some we don't listen, but you turn around and still need our advice. Can't win for losing. Oh, you're 8 years older than him. Oh, shoot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Age ain't nothing but a number. Oh, he's 47. Wow. Okay. Well, still, tell him, you married him. You gotta listen to me. You the baby. He gotta listen to you. He the baby. You are. You're a very good wife, from what I could tell. Hey, Auntie K, I'm gonna answer this call. I'm gonna jump off of live, but I'm gonna jump back on. If you want to go ahead and jump back on, fine. But if you don't, I will be on tomorrow, and you can go ahead and jump on now. I mean, jump on them. But I thank you so much for holding it down with me, and I appreciate every second of it. And I always enjoy you being on my lives. Thank you so much, sis. Oh yeah, you do. You gotta make sure he eat. I know that feeling. Love you too. Love you more. And there's nothing that you can do about it. All right, take care. I'm gonna take this call.